On stage, but I had somebody on stage. Top that, son. Speaking of chlamydia, here's Bill Sporck.
Well, good evening, human beings. See, everybody's doing a little drinking. Got your adult beverages. You know that scenario where a little kid goes up to his dad while he's drinking a beer. He's like, "What's that? Can I have some?" And his dad's like, "No, this is a grown-up drink." Which is ironic because when we drink, we act like fucking children. You know, the more you drink, the younger you act. You know, you polish off a bottle of tequila, next thing you know, you can't walk, you can't talk, and you piss yourself with a bottle in your hand. That's the behavior of an infant. It is. Sometimes you get so drunk you have to have people take care of you. You know, they call them designated drivers, but they're more like your mom, your dad, because they got to put up with your shit all night and they don't even get to have any fun. That's what being a parent's all about. They're driving you home, you're in the back seat, like, "I want Taco Bell!" We're not getting Taco Bell, but I want it! I think there's a lot of women that talk way too much. I think it's the reason why guys take them out to dinner, like to a restaurant, because they know that they can't talk with their mouth full. Like my girlfriend's birthday was the other day. She was like asking for jewelry, so I got her a Nuva ring. And she wanted to go to a restaurant, and I'm like, sweet. As soon as she was done with her meal, I'm like, just finish that up, and then we can have dessert, so I don't have to hear you talk about shoes or sexy vampires. That's what girls in my generation are into, which is great because it benefits me because I'm really pale and people only see me at night. Girls are like, "Oh my God, is he from Twilight?" It's like, "I don't know, Tiffany, you're on your period, ask him to go down on you. If he says yes, then he's a vampire." That's how you know. Does anybody, but you know, at some point, the girl's gonna figure out, like, it's weird. Like, I really think that's why you see guys with bigger women. Like, they didn't start out that way, but they just wouldn't stop talking, so they just kept feeding them and feeding them, and before you know it, they're over 200 pounds, and your friends are like, "What happened to your wife?" You're like, "I don't know, but I'm enjoying the peace and quiet." But at some point, she's going to, like, figure it out. She's going to see those pounds packing on. It'll be one of those moments when she's trying on clothes and she'll give you that cliche line, like, "Does this dress make you look fat?" And, of course, you got to be like, "No." Maybe all that food you shovel in your mouth and lack of exercise makes you look fat. You need the dress out of this. You don't look fat. You are fat. You make the dress look fat. Now the dress is crying and trying to find something to cover itself up with. Anybody like stealing stuff? I do. I'm not a kleptomaniac. I just like to get back at the store for selling products with misleading names. I went to the store in the recreational department and I saw these dumbbells and I just started dragging them out of the store, and this employee's like, "What do you think you're doing? You didn't pay for those." And I'm like, "Excuse me, these are free weights." Yeah, just doing a little bit of shoplifting. If you really want to mess with them, buy some food that's labeled fat-free and be like, "I don't know how much fat costs in your store, but I do believe you owe me a discount." "Oh, you don't know? I'll just ask that guy in the scooter how much fat costs. I heard a lot of fat can cost you your own leg. They call it type 2 diabetes or something, I don't know." That's where you go to a hospital and you pay somebody to chop off your own leg. I'm pretty sure they have people who do that for free. They were called serial killers. Just saying, you can save a lot of money. And I know what they mean by the word free. You know, it's a homophone. It's a word with multiple meanings. But the best part about a homophone is that it's spelled like homophone, as if there was a phone specifically for gay people. Like, oh, there's no straight talk plans on the homophone. Speaking of gay people, I was doing a show the other day, after the show, I was with my buddy, and we were hanging out at the bar, and he saw a gay guy checking him out, and he was like, "Bill, that's the weirdest thing ever." I'm like, "No, it's not. What if it was a cannibal checking you out?" Sure, the gay guy's thinking like, "Ooh, I want you inside me," but the cannibal's thinking the same thing. He's like, "Num, num, num, human beings taste delicious." Then you're going to end up in the cannibal's ass anyway, so you might as well just go with the gay guy, because at least you're going to get pleasure out of that. I'm just saying. Does anybody have kids in here? No? Oh, she does. Why would you bring your kids here? There's a bar right there. You sound like a terrible parent. I got a babysitter for this. I got a 2-year-old. I left him at home. 2-year-old. Life changed so much for me, it's ironic. Like, I used to take girls' pants off like, "Ooh, are you wet?" Now I'm taking my kids' pants off like, "Are you wet?" And he's a little boy, so as soon as the diaper comes off, the penis hits the air and just starts spraying out like a geyser. You gotta get the hell out of the way. I'm not in the golden showers, but I have developed a tolerance for it. It comes with the job, it does. So I've learned valuable lessons after being a parent, like, it's really easy to have kids when you have sex, but it's very hard to have sex when you have kids, and I'll elaborate for you non-children people. Like, I put my kids to bed the other day, seeing the girl go in the bedroom, and she starts taking off her clothes, and then I hear, Daddy! He's a little boy, I can't be like, hey, thanks a lot, cock block. Just ruin the moment. That's about the time I learned to pull Vaseline out during sex. Not for lubrication, you just rub it on the door handle so the kids can't get in. I can't wait till he grows up and he brings a girl home. As soon as they go into the bedroom, I'm just going to kick open the door like, what's going on? He's like, Dad, what are you doing? It's called revenge. Now put your clothes back on and go mow the lawn. Because that's what you get to do when you're a parent. It's all you have left. Tell your kid what to do. I can't wait to tell my kid to do chores. I hope he backtalks me like, what do I got to do chores? Maybe because you owe my penis 9 months rent. I don't know if you know this, but my penis and you used to be roommates, but it was quickly evicted. It was almost homeless. I was just lucky to have a helping hand. Because vaginas are kind of like homes for penises, you know? You meet the right girl, you've been with her long enough, that's pretty much your penis's home. You can come inside, stay as long as you want, you don't even have to dress up. But if you're in the dating world, you got to be on your best behavior. You're a guest in her vagina. You can't do whatever you want to do. There's rules. And you definitely don't want to make any messes in there, because if you do, 9 months later, the situation turns into more like a timeshare. You're trying to figure out why you're paying so much money when you only get a weekend visit every so often. On top of that, there's some other guy there when you're not. But even if you do find the right vagina to move your penis into, I still recommend renting, because after a while that vagina is going to decrease in value. It's not going to be the same, but hey, you signed the papers and now you're paying for it for the rest of your life. And vaginas are expensive. You miss one payment, your ass is on the street and that pussy goes up for auction. Then some new guy comes around thinking he got a deal on a used vagina, like, sure, there's a lot of space in here. That's the thing about vaginas. After you use them up, they don't fit anymore. They're like old socks. And then black guys, you know, they think they're so much cooler than white guys because they have bigger penises, and they're like thinking they're picking up a trophy when they get a white girl. No, you're just getting hand-me-down socks. Like, time to take this pussy to the Goodwill. Oh, they won't accept it because it has a hole in it. I know, that sounded kind of racist, but I gotta think all white people are racist and don't even mean to be. Like, you ever reach your hand into a fresh loaf of bread? The first thing you do is grab that first brown piece and move it to the side. Like, what are you doing in the front? Get to the back of the loaf with the other brown piece. You're blocking all the white pieces. They're so much better. I swear, once you go wheat, that's all you want to eat. What they say. All right, thank you. You guys have been terrific. Sporck. I'm getting out of here.
Well, Sporck, everyone. Give it up. Hell of a comic and a hell of a utensil. Our next comic is an idiot. Everyone give it up for Dominique Salmonella.